Hi everyone, I'm coming to you from the high seas as we're on board the Genting Dream and in conversation with Samir Arora of Helios Capital. Samir, we've spoken about markets with you, but let's get in your take on startups. What's the view here? Because I understand that there's quite a bit of criticism. Is it on the basis of unjustified valuations? What's the take?
First of all, I'm totally biased because I'm a public markets fund manager. But I still feel, because, in the beginning I also got many proposals for personal investing and I mostly avoided.
Okay.
But somehow I believe that...
Which companies? Like to
these
share?
Ones which have been big hits. But in general, my feeling is that, of course, one or two or few companies make a lot of money if you get them right. But if you look at them at aggregate, I don't think people make real big money. As in every business, some 10 similar startups are funded, and in the end maybe 2 do very well and 8 lose. So if you looked at them in aggregate, I don't think the returns are so great. But of course the guy who gets the winner can say, unlike in our public markets where generally everybody makes money and then some make more, here it's a winner take all and it's too much of a zero sum game, I think, in that sense.
Okay.
And plus, of course, it looks egregious when compared to public market valuations.
I wanted to also understand from you, what about the fact that they're burning so much cash? So that seems to be also one of a major concern.
So for example, I have a feeling that these private investors don't know that our public markets, what is the valuations in our markets, as in market caps. So I don't think we have more than $250 billion companies listed. And for these new companies, they should at least rank them against the listed space to say, can a loss-making home delivery business be worth $4 billion, which would put it among the top, say, 80 companies of India? Is it suddenly already the 75th company of India, which may include in it many state-owned companies and Reliance and Bharti, other massive companies? You remove those. Do we have? And so it's the same country which has to fund the growth of these public companies and these sort of private companies. So I think they are living in their own dream.
Well, what about the kind of e-commerce boom, the kind of appetite that you've seen for it? Tech is the next big thing. You don't believe that there's merit?
Before that, I would also like to say, I don't believe that these valuations are real. As in that new investor comes in, but if the exit is lower, they'll get more shares. So they don't mind giving these headline numbers that we are coming in at 4 billion and 5 billion. And they only pay that if the stock goes up, and if it goes down, they will be compensated, as we saw even in a massive African listing where there was a compensation paid to. So even the whole thing is misleading as far as I'm concerned. Now, in terms of your question on boom, of course, so those two guys are winners, Amazon and Flipkart. But that doesn't show that your investing in that would have been a great idea or not.
So, do you think anything within the Indian startup universe has caught your eye in terms of how they've managed to run their business, or something that you would commend?
In that sense, I would think for really changing our lives, Ola has done it.
Okay.
And now you can say Uber has done it or Ola has done it, but Ola has sort of done it and looks. And what is the valuation? Because we know Uber's valuation as a market cap is of 50 billion, and we don't find any Indian companies when compared to global companies in the listed space having more than 10% relative weight.